So I think we should be on now. Let's see how it works. Hopefully it'll be okay. So yes, let's have a look at the charts. So what did we do? I think some of the ranges you guys are loving too much, and all you're doing is that guys, you can check if I think I must be on now. Hopefully, and it should not be a problem. Okay, perfect, good. I just signed out and restarted, just shut down everything and got back on. So that's gone. So you have to go and like this one again. Sorry. What I'm looking at here right now is, guys, anytime it is coming up in this area. So the way 4-hour candle closed in this area, right here. Okay, so let's have a quick look at what has been happening. Let's focus onto the charts. Here we are. So if I hide all my drawings, right, I am looking at daily, which has been really bullish. So how many days? We've been bullish? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days now. So Friday was bullish as well. Monday, there is no bottom wick. Tuesday, and today it's Wednesday. Okay. And weekly, of course, has no bottom wick. It shows the buyers are in charge at the moment. Today, there's no news, no significant news that I have. Thank you, Garthi, for sharing the link again. So what I see here is, again, so weekly has no bottom wick, daily has no bottom wick here, and then we are up here. It retraced a little bit in this area back to where we broke out of. Let's have a look on 4-hour. It'll be much visible and much more clear. So this is what it is like. We came back, retested a little bit in this area, but this retest, 1815 retest that we got here, break of structure, because we broke out of this structure, stuck up here, we quickly retested the break of structure and then continued the push to the top side. Then we came on here, and I think on hourly, as we pumped up right in this area, right, we just came up to that level. Since that, was it here? Yes, I think it was here, right? So first we came up 25, it retested the area, okay, 1820 again, and then continued the push to the top side. Then we came back again, retested this area, and now we are just ranging in this area here. So yesterday I shared a chart on the Telegram group. The Telegram group is in the description as well. So we were looking at that. And I was expecting a range in this area until Asian, okay? And I thought that it is going to be at least a little bit more until 24-ish in this area. And we could be just ranging here, right like that. Okay, so if I'm going to draw this box, this is what I'm actually looking at. But this is where I was expecting it to range, and it did. But looking at this right now, I am thinking, which way are we going to break first? Are we going to push higher to this area and then come down? Today it looks like it doesn't even want to move. What's the volume like? Yeah, no volume so far. Let's wait for the New York volume. In 15 minutes, we are going to open up. So what are these levels, guys? I've marked these up and I've explained them earlier in the Asian live session as well, that when we are looking at this, I am expecting it to go back to 20, give us some sort of retest, and then we continue here. Before that, we might be popping outside to the top side and then rejecting and coming down, or we could be directly just melting down and then come back up maybe. If this is not rejected and we think about continuation, then the next level obviously is right here, 18-ish. And other than 18, this level is also very important, this 4-hour level, where we actually initially the whole move started, right? Because what were we doing earlier was very simple. We moved up, right? Made a new high, went back down and retested. Moved up, made another new high, went back down, retested, in fact down deeper than my expectations and came back up and then again retested. And since this one, so they have in these push to the top side, they have entered market movers, market makers, big banks or whoever moves the market. It looks like that they wanted this rally. So we have pushed up higher, okay, and then we have only retested bare minimum retest, and I don't consider this as a retest unless and until we actually come down. Even if I want to draw the fib levels that we want to look at, these fib levels could be, I think, around 28-ish, was 0.618 level that we were looking at yesterday. So we came down and the retracement that we have is even above 0.618 right now. Okay, what could be the next? Are we coming up to 32? And then we have another key level in here at the top. 38 is important. 35 is something that we could be looking into right in this area. Because this is a range, so pinpointing one level is going to be difficult in here, right? It's such a big, dense range that it's a complete big order block that we have on here, right? And it's going to be hard to pinpoint one range, one level. Okie dokie, Kabiru, I'm going to be looking at that. I know what's the reason. Maybe in a little bit it's going to be okay. It's giving some problem today. I hope it's going to be fine. And this 4-hour candle, this is where I was doing all my charting, guys. This 4-hour candle, oh, is it? But that was 10 second, Carla. This was 10 seconds. Yeah, 1 minute is too much. There are always 10-second lag that I am looking at, mainly. Dr. Sasha, are you trading on demo? Nobody. I don't use demo accounts. I teach sometimes to people on there, but I don't use it myself. And I don't use funded account as well. In fact, when I was supposed to use them, I did not even use them at that time, unfortunately, because that's when you have real-time losses and learn from the real accounts. And I had some big losses initially. So here we are, just like that, just condensed. So what is the range? It's not even, I must say, 30 pip. So what we did in Asian, guys, was very simple. We were down here. So after New York session yesterday, when we went off, the trade started dumping down. It first reacted, rejected, came back down, and then continued the push to the top side again. So this was the reaction. It retested this area, 24, after tapping 28. It retested 24, and then it came back up to this level, and then dumped down again to 1825, right? And then we bought here. Today they started somewhere here. We bought in this area, came back up, and then sold again, and then it's been ranging. So it's like 15-20 pip to the top side and 15-20 pip to the bottom side. Yes, Kabiru, I'm going to be sending you a nice signal soon. First, at least ask gold to move. It's been a lot. It's been a long time how it's moving. So after this candle, I was not expecting much of a move to the bottom side, but now so far this next 4-hour candle doesn't look too bad. It still has an hour to go, and I want to see how this one would be closing. If this is closing below this, and especially if it's going to be closing below this level, that's going to be amazing. 26 level, we need a close below that so that we can continue melting down. Right now, I am scalping in a sell, and I want to see a reaction towards the bottom side, right? So if I'm going to go back 1 hour side by side candles, this was a good push down and this was one continuous push to the top side. That's all what we got. But we are also going to discuss the entries today. That's going to be our topic that for today, how to take entries, because someone was also messaging me. They wanted to practice more entries, how to enter a trade when you are when the price is in your zone. For example, if it is in this area or if it is in this area. So you want to know which area it is, but please don't enter a trade unless and until you are sure that this is the right zone. So if anybody trades in the middle of the zone, right? For example, anywhere in the middle, then there are more chances of getting hurt. So the best is for you to let the price come to your level, to your zone, and then you take a trade. And how to choose the levels and the zones? We did practice this again, champs, because you're back on here. Let's have a quick look. We are, of course, going to be marking this area. Okay, so this is an important area that you can be just putting down. This is your monthly low, and this is your monthly high right here. Okay, so this is your monthly low, this is your monthly high, and then on 4 hours. So rule of thumb is that whenever you're trading intraday, like us, right? Retail traders during the day trying to find 13, 15, 20 pips or leave a runner and then let it melt. So we usually, the best time frame to follow is 4 hours. Okay, so we target to look at 4 hour candle most of the time. That's what I'm going to be looking at here right now. So this is your 4 hour candles, and then you find the support and resistances. The most recent one, of course, because that's where price is going to react. So what am I going to be looking in this area? I want to see where can we be pushing to the top side. So if I have to look at the top side, I'm going to look into this level. So first, of course, would be 28. Looking on the left hand side, the low of the wick right here, 28.7-ish area. So price came right here. I'm going to put this here for you to understand. So price came right here, reacted to these two, and here first reaction, because this is where we broke out of. Reacted in this area and dumped down. Okay, rejected. And then it creeped up and came a bit higher. So I'm going to remove this, but this is for your understanding. Then later on, it could be coming on to any of these levels here, here, here. And when it dumps down backward, right, where is it going to go to the bottom side? Then you have to see these areas where we could be finding some sort of support, right? So we moved up from this area. So we could be coming back first to these supports, which is number one, 1820. That's the most recent that we could be finding on H4. And then if you want to consider the wick in this area, then I have marked this wick on the left hand side and the middle of these wicks, which are important, 18-ish area. Coming back down, this is the nice support that I was looking at, 1810. And then below that, all of this area is important, where we can be watching any reaction. Why? Because this 1800 is a nice psychological level right here. And then we have all this order block in this area. I'm not looking at this. I'm trying to ignore that because it dumped down and it came back up. So we can still be looking at the most recent support that we could be finding. So it is somewhere in this area. All right. Now, when you're looking at these levels, right, you do not have to consider them on pinpoint. So you cannot be exactly saying it's going to be 1820. It did react here initially, right here. Well, how do we look at them? We draw a zone. So it could be, you can say, few pips up and few pips down, right? Maybe $1 up, $1 down, 10, 15 pip up and 10, 15 pip down. So you could be looking into a whole zone when you're trying to take a trade. All right, it could be anywhere in this area where price could be reacting. For example, if you're considering this. Now, similarly, if you're considering this area or this area or this area, do the same. Have a dollar up or a dollar down, right? And then have the whole zone for your trading. Don't just trade exactly within pinpoint entries. So why am I saying that? Because just recently, yesterday, in my group as well, somebody was trading in here with me, and price came on to right here. It is 74.788, right at this peak level. Okay, and then we took a short, and I drew the zone, and that I called it that price is going to come down to 25 area. Then I'm going to be looking for a sell here. But then what happened? It dumped down from 3 pip less. Yeah, 3 pip, 24.7, 2 pip, 3 pip less. And then she was asking me that, it cannot be as precise. Then I was waiting for 25. So that's the reason. I don't know if she's on here. Is Brenda on, guys? I told her, she messaged me as well. She said she's going to be here, so I'll explain her again. I think she's not on right now. So I'm going to come to your questions, guys, in just a minute. Let me just finish this topic. So whenever you're looking at a zone, just have 10 pip up and 10 pip down for your peace of mind, so that wherever in that zone price is going to come with momentum, you are able to look into that and you are able to catch the reversal. Now, how do we exactly catch the reversal and the entries? That is another topic that we could be looking into in a little bit. So right now, I see price is pushing to the top side. 4 hour has, 1 hour to go. This 1 hour has just now ended, this one. Okay, now with the momentum that we're looking at, look at the push to the top side. Wow, look at the push to the top side. Can't believe that. If it is going to react anywhere in this area, first let it be, right? I have a runner from the bottom. I think we all got one by position. So we are going to let it be and react in this area. If it is coming down to 31, yes, right here. It has tapped exactly where I'm looking for an entry for a sell position. But I wanted to cool down. I wanted to show me the sign of reversals. Champs, here with me. I'm looking for a sell setup in this area. Okay. Now it's up to you how you guys want to take it. Are you going to wait for 1 minute? Are you going to wait for a 5-minute retest? Are you going to look at that? This was 1 minute candle with a wick rejection, and this second candle has broken the previous candle. So the retest right now is not over yet. So it's still trying to push to the top side. I'm going to take the entry when the candles stop continuing to the top side, right? So if it is continuing and the next one is continuing further and then further to the top side, then I'm going to let it be. Right now, it is 31.329 exactly. And I was expecting reaction in this area. It did give reaction for 1 minute and rejected 2 pips hardly, and now pushing back up. Let it be. I'm going to wait. We have our buy positions, but secure your runners for buys as well. Okay? Secure your runners for buys as well. I want to see where exactly are we going to find a reversal. Yep, pretty much 32 tapped already. This was another key level that we were looking at right here. So this was 32, but it's 10 pip up, 10 pip down. I'm watching it. I'm waiting for a few candles close. I'm waiting for it to cool down and then show us the way. Now, first bearish candle. This candle has no top wick and no bottom wick. Right now, please do not risk more than 2% of your account. Not more than 2% of your account. Now, this continuation, if it continues to break to the top side, next level is 35, and above 35 is 38. Above 35 is 38. So, quickly putting it down for you. If I'm going to join this trend line from this area like that, okay, it should be something like this in this area. This should be my area, target area, to find a reversal. If it crosses above this area, and wherever it retests the bottom, anywhere the break of this trend line, I'm going to be looking for a retest and continuation to the top side. That's going to be a little different story. Just refreshing my MT4 in the meanwhile as well. I was trying to set up the YouTube, and for that, I don't know what was the problem. Guys, I'm going to be taking a sell, but dynamic entries, okay? Small sell positions that I'm going to be looking at in this area. And small sell positions, as soon as it starts retracing, I'm going to be saving and securing my 10 pips. I'm not going to hold it for too long. I want 10 pips initially, and I'm going to leave a runner. So if I'm taking, for example, 4 lots, I'm going to be taking it 1, 1, 1, 1, and I'm going to leave 25% as a runner. If it comes back, I'm happy. This 1 minute so far doesn't look too bad. 5-minute candle is about to close. It depends how you are comfortable taking a trade. If you want for it to continue, if you want for it to close in next 17 seconds, when 5-minute candle closes, then you can be looking for another trade. In the meanwhile, I got my 10 pips and I am securing these 10 pips so far. Okay, I'm securing these 10 pips so far. I do not want to hold my trade for too long. And I got 13, 15, 13 and 15. So now here I'm securing 2 of my position. The third position that I have, I'm going to put it at break even. It can go, the new 5-minute candle can go for a retest to the top side if it has to. Did anybody catch it here with me? Nobody should be risking at one time more than, what do we say? But secure. Because this is a 5-minute candle that has just opened right now. And it is still, if I put the moving averages, they're shown on my MT4. Let me just put them back on here as well. It is on 8 moving average, guys. So be careful with this setup on 1 minute right here. So it hasn't made any low so far. None of the candle has closed below this one. Okay. So when candles start closing below this, that's it safer. Okay. If it is not closing below this, trying to create some support in this area, then we could be hanging in this area longer. If it comes back to my entry, I'm going to jump out of the trade. Okay, I'm telling you very clearly that I do not want to lose my money that I've earned. So I want to jump out of the trade. Okay, put your stop losses at your break even quickly. The best thing is to put them at break even and leave only one runner on at this position because it is trying to create some support in this area. It could be a continuation or it can start dumping down. For that, it has to start making a lower low on a smaller time frame and come below and close below this moving average as well. Let me zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see. So I keep an eye on higher time frame, but I also observe smaller time frames, right? Now I got 20 pips. Now I got 20 pips. With these 20 pips that I got, right? I'm going to be very careful to see because it's just the start of the NY session. We could be coming back or we could be doing any more drama. I don't want to trust the market. So my stop loss is at break even. Okay. I have taken out the other 2 positions at 15 pips, 150. And now this is my third position that is still running, but my stop loss is at break even. I got 25 pips right now altogether. Garti got 2 positions secured. Johan also taken it. Sadiq, yes, you got it. And who else got this? So these were the levels that I was looking at. My first expectation was 30.5. Did not give me that. Oops, did I mistake this? What did I do? Okay. And then we got the second level down. Okay, and we also support, it was the support of the trend line right here. How many pips you got, guys, now? So far, so good. This is the 15-minute candle with no bottom wick right now. Okay, still trying to dump down. This is your 5-minute candle. Now, two things you have to keep in mind. Where we are coming at, right here, 28.8 area. Right here, it is the break of structure retest. We broke out of this level. It could be only a retest to this BOS. Okay. It could be only the retest to this BOS that we have on here. And then if we reject it, we can go back for the retest or for continuation. Anything. Okay. For the retest or for continuation. Good. Kabiru, did you catch the position? 26 pips, 27. So far, so good. It's not too bad. I'm happy about it, but I don't know. It was too early for me to expect this kind of volume. And now when I'm looking at the volume candle, this 5-minute candle had a lot of volume, right? Still, if we continue the push to the bottom side, and then we can be coming down to this area. Now with NYSE or whatsoever, don't know. Okay, no predictions. Bunty, I saved 10 pips. Sangram Sen, 0 pips. Still no name, got 10 pips. Okay, you got it. It seems a delay in streaming. Oh yeah, there must be. I got 23 pips. I like that. Beautiful. That is amazing. I'm sorry about the delay, guys. My internet is not too bad. I got 30 pips now. 30 pips, and these type of entries are 1-minute pinpoint entries, right? You get in 10 seconds so many 10 pips retracement already. So this is why I call it reversal trades, right? So I'm going to just put this for an idea so that when it comes here, I will know what's happening. Is it coming down here? So on the way back, wow, guys, congratulations. You got, that's amazing. 23 pips, 33 pips so far. Love it. I love it. So I entered. Kabiru, you did not leave a runner. Come on, I mentioned it so clearly. Look at that. The first tap here again reacted. Do you see that? This is exactly why I say break of structure. You have to keep in mind break of structure. Sometimes it comes down to break of structure. Maybe it wants to go back, retest this area. There are two possibilities now. If it continues further up, that means that this retest will be a fail and it wants to continue higher, 35, 38, or in the middle, anywhere, right? I'm not discussing that. Second possibility, that it is going to retest any of this area and then it is going to reject it, come down. Okay, so higher, possibility number 1, lower, possibility number 2. All right, now my champs definitely know. What's the third possibility, guys? And I want to see if you guys here on YouTube know that or not. What is the third possibility that we could be looking here for? Come on, guys, champs, you can tell me. Do you remember what 3 possibilities that we look into this area? One is we get a higher high, lower high, or equal. Right, Katie? Equal. Okay, so we get a equal high here. That could be also called a double top, right? Double top. So you have to keep in mind that what you are going to be looking for. And this is not rocket science. These are the only 3 possibilities that you could be looking at. Either it's going to be a continuation or it is going to be a rejection from anywhere lower. Okay. Third, it could be a double top. 3 of the possibilities that we look onto here. Okay, now it's the patience game that you have to watch and wait. And wait, these retests could be on any time frame, right? So now we wanted to discuss entries today anyway. Okay, we wanted to discuss entries today anyway. So let me discuss wherever your key levels are. When price is coming to that, I thought it could be 1832-ish level. But no, it came up to 32.583. Now that is one level that we have on here. Entered 0.01, break even, 7 pips, and the rest 10 to, oh, beautiful PC. I like that. PC, if what I talk to you in the morning, if that's helping you, and if you try to follow that, that's going to be amazing. You should be always, always, always trying to practice that. Okay, so here also, I watch all time frames. You'll see me swapping through. Now, this 15-minute candle is going to be closed in next 1 minute. So I swap through very quickly throughout all these different time frames, and I want to see where are we going to get the next reaction and how our different time frame candles are forming. So this is one, this is bullish, which has rejected this breakup structure here. So this is the breakup structure, right? So we do not, I mean, whatever I know, I'm happy to share. It is going to simplify your trading very, very easily. So when you simplify the trading and don't complicate it too much, it's easier for you to focus on the trade management. So you take an entry, you manage your stop loss, you just manage your runner. And when I get an entry and I leave a runner, so my runners pay for me in a way that they are, if I leave a runner in this area, it's going to be, I'm just going to leave a runner because price does not come here. So if I leave a runner in this area and price is not coming back up, I'm not going to touch that. It can give me, the runner from 80 to 83 level is giving me loads of pips. All the way down here. Okay, I'll quickly show you the runner technique because I don't come on to YouTube all the time. But those who want to learn this is very important, right? To leave a runner. Keep an eye on this, guys. Don't kill yourself and don't kill me. No lower lows and M5. Just before I continue that, 15-minute candle has closed, but no lower low so far on M5. We want to see lower lows or we want to see the rejection somewhere from the wick on M5. Okay, that's the explanation for you. Now, for example, you leave a runner in this area. Your runner comes up to this level and it is rejecting. This is okay, right? It has not made a lower low. When you're expecting, for example, your analysis, you're expecting lower lows and it's going to come down. So you're going to secure most of your runner, okay, in this area. That's what I did. I left my position for the runner, and when it was coming down here, I left only 20% and take away 80%. So here, my runner that you're going to see is only 20% runner left right now. Reason, because we got this pull down. Why give the money back? Runners are not, it could have been continuation, right? So how would I know? So it's better that I'm going to secure and not be greedy. Then we took a buy in this area. It came up to this level. Then even my own analysis said that it's going to dump down. And I was expecting that when it started coming down lower than this area, then it's better. I secured 80% of this and left only 20%. So on my charts, you're going to see that I left only 20% and 20% in this area. Okay. And then this position that I have taken, I have 100% of my runner. Okay, 100% of my runner, and I haven't secured it because I wanted to see where are we going to, when we're going to start making a lower low. And on the retest, that's when you see a lower low, that means your trend could be changing and then you can be securing your runners. So you have to wait, okay? And this is how you leave your runners. So this is a 100% runner. These are two 20% runners. And altogether, I'm 1,268.7878 pips altogether, right? And this runner is good and giving me 389 pips. What did I do? I did not do any magic in this area. I have a rule and I trade according to my plan. And my trade plan says, Sasha, leave a runner. 80% of the time, you give it back to the market, right? When it is ranging. So today, when it was ranging, even yesterday, okay, it's pushing up. The 5-minute candle that we have on. Let's have a quick look and then I'm going to explain the rest. I have to manage my trade and you guys have to manage your trade as well. Let's go back on here. All right. So what's happening right now? Okay, we came back for this retest in this area. And then this wick is telling you that we could be going higher. And then these 1 minute, even before this started happening, this 1 minute support that it was creating in this area said that it could be going to retest now the structure. How do I look at that now? So we see that the first area of reaction could be in this area. Okay, it should be anywhere in this area because this is a very small time, 1 minute OB. So you're getting first reaction maybe here, and then if it is unable to cross this area and make a lower low, then what's going to do? It's going to come back to the support and then again try to push up, right? Simple price action, nothing too fancy that we'll be doing in this area. All of you, please be careful, watch smaller time frames and then higher time frames. This was the confirmation for the sell on 1 minute, right? And those who want to take a trade on 5 minutes, they could be coming up waiting for this retest and rejection and then take a trade. This was their trade from here to here, okay? And if you guys take an entry on 15 minutes or 30 minutes, I have no practice with that, but if I'm late, I wouldn't mind looking at that. If I'm late, I wouldn't mind looking at that, right? I don't know how you would be looking in this because now I think it could be coming up as well. So I don't know. So far, so good. 20 seconds for this candle to close. And if it is not crossing above this area, very good. If it starts crossing above this area, then it means we have higher chances of pushing to the top side. Right now, coming back down, which is nice. Okay, let's have a look at champs. Do you have any question? You're all getting it. Okay, now I'm waiting for the reaction to this moving average and then these on all different time frames. I have certain moving averages where I want to see how they want to react. Look at that. God, oh God, I think I should remove this line. What do you guys say? Instead, it's making a double bottom on a minute. Isn't it? I should be removing this line from this area instead. It's just pushing up from here. Same area. Okay? So be careful, those who got it. And those who took a late entry, please stop loss at break even. No losses. And do not trade more than 2%. Do not risk more than 2%. I know you have to risk something to make something make sense, but do not risk more. So this is, oh, sorry, bad line. This is the area we should not, I was saying we shouldn't be crossing above this, and then we shouldn't be crossing above this, but the way we are running up, it is coming to fetch your run up, right? Let's see. Let's wait and watch the game. What does this thing? And I was expecting something like this because we have taken this trade way too soon, right? So as soon as we have the New York opening, people were desperate. I don't know, price action, or I think we were all very desperate. We were ranging in this tiny area for so many hours. So many hours. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, oh God. 20 hours we've been sitting in this area. So we needed something. As soon as we had the volume, we just pushed higher. And there was a reason it was not giving anything below this, because they did not want to come back. All these sellers were trapped in this area. Okay, they don't want to release them, and they just pushed higher to step 1, level 1. Are we going to continue? We have to watch this. We still have to see, are we going to continue or we are not going to continue? So we will get the answer very soon. How am I going to deal with this? I want a few candles to just form. Maybe 30-minute candle should be closing, and we see how it's closing. Right now, it has no bottom wick. Means loads of buyers momentum is in this candle, right? This candle, wick rejection. This candle, wick rejection. None of the price has closed below 50 moving average on here, right? None of them. And then, of course, this moving average, the 8 moving average, was on 1 hour, holding the price to the top side. Okay, so nothing was closing below that area. And what did we do? We just pushed higher. Now, what's next? I want to see. And for that, we have to wait. Any questions that we have on Forex trading? AJ, 23 pips, 25 pips, 1832.10 got 30 pips. That's amazing. Abby, you've done a great job. Why 1832.023 zone? There is your drawing. Isn't that a bit lower? And I close with 10 pips. Thank you. No worries. Ahmed Hussain said 2. I don't know what does 2 stand for. But if I'll be looking into this. Okay. So we have all these levels that we have on here, right? So, okay. So I drew this based on this right here. This is, so on a smaller time frame, when you go back and you'll see this area, you'll see that these areas on all different time frames are going to, we expect some reaction. It could be here. It could be right at the top, right? Or we got a reaction maybe 2 pip lower in this area. So this is an order block. On a smaller time frame, scroll down to the left side and have a look. Next area, I have 35 based on this wick right here. And I'm just looking at the closest areas, right? So I found this, and then I found the base of these 2 candles where it's creating nice support to 38. And then we can have all of this area, 43-ish area, because this was a nice resistance all throughout. Take an average, and then we have a tap down. Oops, I always mess with that. 1 second. There you go. This area right here, and then we have a tap down in here. So we can be marking that area right here, and all these. Okay, 43-ish area, and then we have the top on this one here, and then of course we have all of that. Now, why I said at the start of the stream that this whole area is an order block itself. Price can be rejecting without any excuse when it pushes up with the momentum like that from anywhere here, anywhere. So consider this, all this big giant as an OB, okay? Because we were ranging here for quite some time, up and down, okay? This could be anywhere here. Here, you can then say things like we do with the fib, right? So we take the fib level and we say 50% of the order block, or we say 75% of the order block, any of that type of calculation that you could be looking into, right? So you put it down where exactly your level would be, but then I'm going to be focusing more on reversal patterns, that where actually am I finding a reaction, some reversals, and what is happening on the current price action. For example, this trend line was supported in this area. So according to this, if I'm going to be drawing a channel just for to see the higher highs and lower lows, if it is coming back to reject this area, then I should be expecting some reaction right here somewhere, okay? Because as we have a trend line on that side, we have another trend line in this area as well, supporting the bottom, supporting the lower lows. So we could be looking into that, and we could be saying that this could be potential area for the TP if we reject there again. So far, it doesn't look like that we want to reject. Okay, I did not buy here on the retest, although it was very obvious that we could be going up after this double bottom. It was very obvious, but I did not buy in this area right now, okay, because I don't know where it's going to reject. If this is only where it's going to come back and reject again, then the range for me to trade was only hardly 10-15 pips here. And with the spread and my entry 2-3 pips and all of that, it might not be worth it. That's something that you could be looking into all the time. Has it come down to my entry? Yes, it has come down to my stop loss. And if it is rejecting in this area and making just a double top, I am happy to take another sell, but I want to see if it wants to come higher now, right? If it wants to come higher. I would love to know that. So far, 1 minute is rejecting, but let's wait. We have 3 minutes with this 30-minute candle to close. So I want to see how the 30-minute candle is closing. Okay, I want to take these peak entries because I want to have a smaller stop loss. That's the only reason for me to look into that. Okay, here we go. This is your 1 minute chart that I'm putting on. So got 30 pips so far. Guys, those who are watching me for the first time, please, please, please don't straight away take trades on your real accounts because it can hurt you. And mature traders never try to practice any strategy straight on their accounts. Those are real because this is your hard-earned money. You want to protect that, and you want to be careful. You want to practice reversals maybe, and then when you're sure of them, that's when you're going to trade them. Now, for I use these lines, the trend lines, to find my lower lows and higher lows, right? So here I found my higher lows on a minute, and then just to observe what's happening in this area, this was a low, equal low, and then higher low, and then higher low. So far, so it is trending to the top side. So I observe the same structure that we look at 1 hour, 2 hour, daily. I look at all those on these time frames, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute. I look at the same structure on the smaller time frame as well. Okay, and so far this wick rejection is showing rejection from this side, a little lower than the previous wick, but we are still rejecting. How is this going to close? Is this going to close higher than this 31.120, or is it going to close lower than that or equal to that? We still have 3 seconds. Let's see. Wow. You see that? Champs, did you see that? That was nasty. What happened there suddenly? It just, when I'm watching how it's going to close, it just dumps it down. It's like, that's it. Sorry. So still not a lower low, but it has kind of dumped down. Yeah, gold gave me an answer instead of I would ask anyone here. So let's see if it's going to continue. You're right, Gartley. So I want to see a lower low in this area. Are we going to get that, or what's going to happen in this area right here? Okay. Not bad. We are coming down again. Is it going to be the third retest to this area now, or to this 50 moving average? What's going to happen? Now we are done with 30-minute candle. Here you go. Oh, that was the 30-minute candle. That's how the 30-minute candle closed. Just 2 seconds before, it just dumped down to give this candle a close in this area. Interesting, isn't it? But 15-minute, it's still higher than this one. Okay, lower wick, higher body, and made a higher low in this area as well. So checking all different time frames matters. Just for my idea. I don't want to predict too much. I only want to react. Look at that. Beautiful rejection to 8 moving average. Just came down, kissed it, and started pushing up. Looks like it's going to break that. Look at that. Right here. It just kissed it, and right here as well. What I see, 5-minute has been carried to the top side by 8 moving average, isn't it? Like it did on an hourly. I showed you a little while ago, guys. So let's see how much it is going to resist it, or is it just going to pump up? Next area of interest, right here. So are we going to again look at it pinpoint? No. What am I going to do? I'm going to again do the same thing. Have $1 up or $1 down and some sort of zone for my reading. So I don't want an exact area. I want to look at the reaction in a zone, right? It could be pumping out of my box as well, because this is just a box, just for my idea. Price wouldn't move with my charts because I had it here, so it should not be going up. No, right? So this is how I'm going to be looking at the zone again, and this will be the area that we want a reaction. We want to see the reaction if we break higher, because we are now, again, simple thing, guys. I'm going to be doing the same thing. if it is not coming back, retesting this deeper. Now this is the 15-minute time frame that I'm looking at. So only it has retested this wick, like it has retested in this area, only this wick here. Okay, it has only come down, retested this area, pushed back up all the way, never came back down in this area. Okay, similarly, it came down, retested this area. Is it second retest would be these lower areas, or the bodies of the candles, or the POC that we have on here on 15-minute, or there must be another one on 5-minute. Yeah, I think they're the same. 27.02. We have similar 27.3. POC is the same. What is the POC? Where we range for the maximum amount of time, where there are more orders, where there's more liquidity, right? So no lower low and no higher high. So far, no lower low, no higher high in this area. I have a sell zone at 34.18. So yes, that's good because that falls into this range. So that could be your next area of interest, right? And I don't know, are you looking at some wick on the left-hand side that you're looking at? I know which one are you looking at, but somewhere here. Yeah, and as I explained, this is a big mess, so it could be anywhere there if it has to reject, right? And then we have a buy from this area and this area, so we are going to let those positions be and wait like good people. And patience will pay. Too much of red on mine. When did I start filling my boxes up with the red? I usually use gray. Alrighty, let's zoom in. We're doing nothing. It's been 30 minutes. We didn't do this. We waited for this candle to close. We got only 30 pips, and then we are coming up. Retested this area, pushing back down on a smaller time frame, 2 times, pass this up, right? Daily and 4-hourly. Okie dokie kabiru. I get that. Daily levels are important. That's true. If you want to cut the noise, go to the smaller time frame. That's very wise. That is absolutely wise. All right, so Kabiru said that I'm going to be looking at this level on daily. So maybe she's looking at the body first, and then of course the wick. And then we see this and that, all of that, right? Perfect, good idea. Any questions that you guys have on here? Still pumping down. Oh God, are we going to do the same thing that we did here? Guys, tomorrow, be careful. We have CPI. All right. Right now, 1-minute candles are all making lower lows. Looks like it wants to push down. Look at that. But it has made a good support here so far. So none of the 1-minute candle wants to dip down. So either there's going to be a push up to the top side right now, or a push down again to these levels or to this moving average. What's happening on 5-minute? Yep, wick rejection in this area, and then we have bodies in this area. We have this. We have to basically come below that and show us the way. Yeah, it doesn't look like much because we are hanging in here for too long. Still no name. You got me, Sasha. I'm Sasha. Look at that, guys. It's trying to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, trying to create some support in this area. And if it has to now continue, it has to come out of the trend line, go above, and start closing above as well. Let's see. 38. We're 8 minutes into this new 30-minute candle, 8 minutes into this new 15-minute candle. What's happening on here? I think it's going to be that triangle sort of formation that price is squeezing and then obviously it pops out because we are in upward trend. Or it has to start dumping below this. Come down deeper, retest this area. I really think this is due. Maybe before the end of the today, when we're done with the top side, if we're not going too far, then we could be looking into this area. This area needs a retest. All of this area is waiting for the retest on a higher time frame, and price should be, I think, should be coming down to this area somewhere here, maybe 1820-ish level, but let's see how it's going to be. It's 39. I like this. So far the 30-minute looks nice, isn't it, guys? How do you think it's looking? It hasn't even retested this area right now. It needs more volume. I think we're waiting for a few more sessions. And then we're going to see where we're going to come down to. And we can also watch where is our liquidity. Yeah, most is in this area. And then we have this area. Eventually we're going to come back down. Not bad. From which level? I don't know. We have CPI tomorrow. Okay, we have CPI tomorrow. So we have to be very careful when we are trading CPI. And this could be a preparation which way we're going to go to. Right? Forex factory. Oh, wow. Nice. Price is back to that 5-minute double bottom thing. Breaking below. Not bad. That's nice. It's dumping down again, which is good. And if it dumps down, it can come down to this POC right here. PC, stop it. You can't be doing that. I knew you guys are gonna mess. One of you. I knew that. Is that the general reference I just like it for you? I don't know. Yes, he is the guy. yes. I have heard him when I used to watch him on Raja's team earlier. Yes, that's correct. I used to watch him speaking up there, and then he started his own channel. Very initial days when I was trying to learn how to trade as well. So we dumped down, and this is another 8 moving average, and I want to see a price closing below that, right? So the next one continues down. I like that. Guys, there you go. This is your move. Dumping down all the way. You know where the support is right now? It could be anywhere in this area, right? Anywhere in this area, which is beautiful right now. I love it. So first reaction you can find in this one here. In case. Otherwise, it could be dumping down all the way. It's a beautiful candle. No top wick in this area. Continuous push to the bottom side. And on this rejection, if you have entered in a sell, then this is it. And the whole drop now is 40 plus pips. Could be 50 as well. Let's see. Looks good. So far, so good. It could be retesting the break of structure right here in this area. But it's important to see how this one closes. 15-minute candle has only 2 minutes to close. There you go. The next 15-minute candle can be come up higher again retest 30 or somewhere here, and then maybe continue to push to the bottom side. Let's see. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful push down, I must say. We have 2 minutes for this candle to close. PC, do you watch him? Do you understand? I think they're following the same way, but do you watch him? Not really. Me neither. I actually now hardly watch anybody. Sometimes I put on Raja when he's on, if I'm not on myself on the charts, because you guys are zooming with me, so most of the time I'm trading with you all. Remember I told you about those people who were learning with me, the kids? Oh wow, check out the drop. That's amazing. I like that. I like that. Another 30 pips you can get on there. Keep it coming. Beautiful 15-minute candle. Beautiful 15-minute candle. Now this hourly candle. Whoa, look at that. Now when you say, Sasha, how? Oh God, where is it going? Hang in there. Hang in there. I got to secure some more. 31 pips. Beautiful. It's going to come down. When you say, how do you get the wick entries? This is how we take the wick entries, step by step, all the way. All right. There you are. So this one was not needed. Take it off. Got the first reaction, but second one not here. We're coming down to POC. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love catching reversals, and it can be going up with another, you can say another volume that we can be having here, but at least you got 50 pips. What else do you want? This is a new 15-minute candle just started right now, and we are back into the range. Right in this box. Back into the range at the moment. So this is the area, high of the range. We came down deeper. Is it going to go back, retest where it broke out of? For example, this area. Because we always want to see, this is the breakout structure. So when price comes down, it goes back, usually retest the breakup structure now or maybe later, and then continue the push to the bottom side if it has to continue. I'm expecting some sort of reaction in this area because this is also 200 moving average here, which is an important one, and then see how it goes. If there's a lot of momentum, it's not going to care about anything else further. Just a continued meltdown. If this is it, then you have to be careful. Trading this type of situation or volume time, you can be expecting more pips. All you have to pray that you're in the right direction with the right analysis and reading the candles. What's happening is very, very, very important. Now that 4-hour candle that we were talking about looks like this. Okay, so after this candle closing like that, above all these previous candles, I was very skeptical about getting a lot of push to the bottom side. I thought maybe here, initially I was thinking maybe to 15-16 area that we could be retesting, but then I changed a little bit of plan. I thought maybe hardly we were going to be getting 20 if we're able to break below that, but no, we popped higher into this. And this for when we started the stream, this was very bearish, right? Very, very bearish candle we had, and then it just started pumping up, came up to this level, and now dumped. Okay, you got all these pips for yourself. This is your hourly candle closing in next 12 minutes. I think it should be getting some body. So when you take this screenshot of yours, then you can tag me saying that we took an entry like Sasha used to do all the time. And you see, we did not achieve this retest straight away. We were looking at all different time frames from 1 minute, how it could be reacting, how it could be retesting, how it could be continuing. All of that came along, right? It did not just come straight away. We have to wait and we have to be on our toes to make sure that we are going to the right direction. We can continue talking to the candles. We observe this. We observe this, that this made a lower, then we rejected this area again, and then these candles were not closing above this, bodies were closing below those, and a dump down. Right now, we are still above this area, okay? And I am expecting a retest to either a breakup structure or a little bit higher. So watch these candles again in the same way. All right, guys, so what's the situation here with you all? Were you holding it? Did you leave a runner? Did you take it again? Another entry on this area? What did you do? Yes, Kabiru, it is scary. Dharma Patel. Hi, Sasha, do these not every day. Daily here, ma'am. Thank you for correcting my name. Sasha, yes, that's correct. Daily here, ma'am. Oh, you're talking about the daily can. I don't get you what you mean. So I'm watching it here. Is it going to just retest the breakup structure or want to continue higher right now? Or is it going to come sit here until NYSE or whatever? I'm just going to be watching it. Okay. And nothing much. I got beautiful pips two times and my runners. So I got initial pips secured at 15 pip two of my positions, left a runner, gave me 30 pips, came back up, started making high on 1 minute, and now another entry which has given me further all these pips, and now we're right here. No bottom wick for this 15-minute candle so far, no bottom wick for 5-minute candle, and that's about it. I just continue doing the commentary on all different time frames. This is how we trade in our Zoom sessions all the time, daily, twice. So we hardly talk about anything else, right, guys? We just talk about candles. We never get bored with them, and talk about charts. And these are really, I have seen good progress with all of these people in here. They have started taking amazing entries. Okay, so when we say breakup structure retest, would you believe what happened here? Right here. I moved a line up there. Okay. Would you believe what happened here? It came up, retested so far breakup structure, reacting again. Okay? So there's no nothing that it brings out of this thing, you know, it just does the same thing. First reaction here, and then reacting to this area. If this is creating some sort of support, it's going to go higher. If this is again going to reject it, it's going to go down. All we got to do is just watch these time frames, which are making obviously high time frames, all of that, on and on and on, so on. Close sells at 24 pips and just watching the price action. Nice. But 24 pips. Renote. Guys, something has happened. Can you hear me on Zoom, guys? You can hear me on Zoom, right? Okay, we're back on. I think there was something wrong. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Usually we don't have all these problems, but today we're having all sort of issues. Where did my drawing go? Oh, it's right here. It took some time to load. I hate so much lines and levels on my charts, but sometimes it's tedious work and you don't want to do that all over again. Also, the Trading Champs, this platform reloaded, right? So something is wrong with the internet, maybe. With my internet, I think. Okay, so closed all cells. How do I join you? Your Zoom sessions. Zoom sessions are paid education that I provide them on daily basis. Do you trade with your group every day, and is it on Zoom? How do I join? You message me on Instagram and then we look into that. But I'm also teaching you what I teach there anyway, so it's not too bad, is it? God, I got my drawings back. There are glitches, and I'm not experienced. This is my second live Zoom session. Don't expect too much from me. Yes, Zoom stopped for a second as well, and we can hear on the audio quality that you have bandwidth issues. But you know what? Right now, nobody's using, yeah, not even somebody's watching TV or anything. Because at my place, my mom and dad, everybody's during weekdays go to sleep at 10. So no activities that I could be finding on internet. I think my internet connection is messed up itself. Okay, so we are back onto this right now. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so are we at POC? Yes, we are at POC, right? We are at POC right now. And yeah, is it a bit different on my 27.57? Yeah, this is the correct one. It's almost the same thing. It's dumping down deeper, which is good. And I've taken a screenshot. My stop loss is at break even. Everything is in check. It's melting down. It's coming down below this, which is even better. So the hourly has turned bearish right now. Sorry about this, guys. If you're having any technical issues, I'm not a technical person. I'm a doctor, and I hardly know all of that. I usually know my brother, but he went back to bed as well. And I'm on my own. That means you can be getting disconnected anytime. Okay, so here you are. This is going to be closing in next 5 minutes, guys. Okay, we're still sitting here. This is going to be closing. And if you look at the liquidity on 5 minute, we are right here where POC is, where we are looking at the trade. And just keep reading the candles, keep talking to them. And with your chart time, you're going to be practicing this daily, daily, daily. So when people, some of the new people, they started working with me, they didn't know that how you're looking at. Sometimes people take a week or 10 days to get absorbed, to absorb this idea of trading, but it works. It works wonders because when we are taking a trade, we have the minimum stop loss that we have to put. Even if it hits our stop loss, we always get in our direction 10, 5, 15 pips. And then if it is coming back to our entry, we jump out. So my last stop loss hit was on 13th, touch wood, hopefully 13th of January. So in the second week of New Year, I got a gift. 1820, 1822, and look a buy and retest again 1832. Yes, that's the idea I've posted on the Telegram as well, that this is the level that I'm looking at somewhere here if it is going to drop down here, right? If it is going to drop down to this area, then we can be looking it here. So this is your last 15-minute candle. So this was the first 15-minute candle, second 15-minute candle, third 15-minute candle, and last 15-minute candle that we got on here. And this method of entry success rate is amazing. This method of finding entries and their success rate is beautiful. They really, you guys, sometimes people get surprised that, wow, how do you know this? How do you know that's going to come to it? But it's just that you're just reacting on all different time frame in the same way. If it's going to come up, breakout structure retest, and if it rejects, maybe a little bit, if it comes continuing to the lower side, or what other options you got? Either retest and then come back down, or it's going to make a higher high or a lower high or a double top, something like that, right? So you don't have to worry too much. Just manage your trade. If you're not risking too much and accumulating a few pips and then leaving a runner, and that's the best. That's the best you can do for your account, right? Leave a runner, 25% of the runner. So this, all this position is equal to your first entry, right? So I have this box in here that is kind of support in this area. So if I increase the top side right here, so this is going to cover this area and this is going to cover the bottom, and I want all of this to keep coming down below this, right? All of that. So those who have, although it took out my first runner, but the second entry is still there that I taken again, and then it is continuing to give us some more pips, right? Which is beautiful. Right now, 2 minutes and hourly is looking like that. And this is also your 4-hour, yes, no, yes, 59 seconds for the 4-hour candle to close. There you go. We're back to square zero. This is how and where we started the stream. All we did was pumped up, and it is coming to my entry that we took earlier for the buy, right? So we secured that, and now we're coming back down there. So this was a big wick that we have left on there. When are we going to come and clear that out? I got no clue. Sometime. Let's see how daily looks like right now. We have to keep looking at all different time frames. This is how daily looks like. So I'm going to remove everything for a second. Have a look. Oh, wow. Daily turned bearish. That's amazing, guys. For the second entry, I got 50 pips. Congratulations. 80 pips so far, all the way. And many pips earlier that we've been trading. So I'm going to be posting at the end of the day where I went short, where I went long, and how we have been trading this. Right here. Let's put the drawings back on. Oh, I've deleted everything. God, oh God. Me and my clumsiness. Did we get it? Did we get it now? Did we get it now? Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Technology sometimes helps as well. Okay. We were getting... All right. 4-hour candle has closed. This is how it closed. Looks good. And your entry is right at the top. Congratulations. This is your 1 hour. Looks so beautiful. Right? I love it. Okay. Now... Yes, which is good, right? And then it closed below all these. So the close is below this one and this one, right onto the support. All we got to do is, if we are getting a retest, we should not be going too high, somewhere at the top again, and then continue the move to the bottom side, if, right? If. But if this support is too strong to break, then maybe we're going back up. But our job is done. We got 30 pip and 50 pip. Which is good. Did you take a buy and a sell, Sasha? No, I'm not buying here. It's bearish. I've taken a sell twice. That's all I have on. We're back into the range. Right here. So there's no difference in these candles right now. Only a big top wick that we have on here. We took a chance, traded back. We had an entry from the low earlier, so we secured that. Runner to the buys and runner to the sells back in here. Now we are retesting this area. Are we going to continue the push down? So now those who want to take a fresh entry, right, they can be looking for this retest and rejection, okay, here or anywhere in this area. I have to find out where, because it's already rejecting this. So because we dumped out of this, let's go back to the smaller time frames. And maybe that's going to be coming in next 30 minutes, right? Maybe next until 2 15-minute candle, we could be sitting in this area. So if it is retesting this area where we broke out of right now, for example, on a smaller time frame, right? Or it is coming back to retest this order block. Whenever there is an OB like that, it sometimes gets retested. And retest means it could be the bottom. It could be, first it could be the wick. That's what it's doing right now. 200 moving average is not allowing it to come to the top side right now. Keep watching what's happening all different time frames. And then we could be looking for a reaction here, or here, or here, or even here. This has been retested, but it could be retested again. Because this, all this area is an OB, okay, on 5 minute. 5 minute OBs are not that strong, but it is one. So you could be retesting anywhere in this area, or maybe only till this area. They don't want to give you a nice entry. And then continuation to the bottom side. You never know. right? The way it is melting all the way already looks so good. Looks so good. I have to check a few things. Yeah, it's asking for a little bit of retest to the top side if you're not continuing to push to the bottom. Let's see. Let's see, what do we get? We have to come to 1825 on the dot. That was right here. Yes, this area, right on that. Yeah, so I'm saying we have to come down. We did already. So now I'm 60 pips down from the top. Okay, and now we're sitting at the base. We have cleared this out. We have cleared this out. Okay, both these spaces are out of question. We are reacting to this area right onto this left hand side. So I drew this box because I wanted to cover this low, and then I wanted to cover this area. So it right now has covered this all. If it is going, the momentum is really super good. It's like a meltdown. Okay, so such a nice one. We had some hiccups here, and we went up for the retest and then continued the push to the bottom side. Right now we're reacting to this. So if I'm going to remove this, it's going to be easily visible for all of you right here. Okay, this reaction to this area, we just got it right now and making a doji. Okay, with this we got the 60 pip. Even if you don't want to trade the rest of the day, it's good. If you got it, you don't need anything. Correct? I'm tired of talking. Brenda, I was looking for you. How are you? You able to message me? Felicia, Edward, Diviki, David, Mark, how are you guys doing? Navy, Rick, Rohan, it's been long. Where have you been? Siddiq is here. Siddiq, I hated you for flying without me yesterday. That's it. We are not friends anymore. That's it. You took it without me. You didn't tell me that, no, Sasha, this is it, enter now. Wilson, Johan, Zia, Charles, I'm good. Perfect, Brenda. Did you catch any of these? And Brenda, I started explaining all of that we were discussing earlier. And I'm happy to discuss it again with you right now. Do you want me to continue? I hate you, Sadiq. That's it. That's it. You're my enemy now. Whoa, Felicia got 50 pips. You still have a runner in, Felicia? Done. Brenda, we are going to repeat that for you right now. You entered twice as well. Amazing. I did the same. It took my entry out and I entered again because it was still bearish. Gold took sales runner from 1830.3. 30.3. Not bad. That's good, David. Felicia is done. Obviously, who wouldn't be done after taking 50 pips, huh? You need Red Bull. Give you. I know, because I'm talking all by myself. So I'm just going to take a break for a minute. And before NYSE, Felicia, Brenda, we are going to be discussing with you. So if I'm going to look at the bottoms, we can be creating some sort of support in here. You see this? So we'll just draw that down. Let's have a line here for now. Okay, and we'll look into the details in a little bit. And I'm not taking a buy myself. I have beautiful sells. So these were 60 pips plus 30 pips already, plus all this push to the top side, which was already 60 pip. And then I sold here after my yesterday. I bought here. And when it ranges, we just play with the range. It's so easy to play with the range looking at the reversals, right? And range was expected, and I already mentioned that we could be ranging. This is a possibility. So it started ranging. So that's it. What else do you want, right? Dharam Patel said yes, please. What were you saying yes for? Entered at 1829 on retest of 5 minutes. Wow, Kiran, that's amazing. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All of you. So every trader's temperament is different, Brenda. So it depends where you want to enter, right? So let's have a quick look what you were talking about in this area, right? This is the area. Is this the one? No, right here. Sorry, this is the area which annoyed you, right here, okay? Because we were saying that we could be looking for a reaction at 25 and it came up to 24.78, right? 2 pips, 2 pips right here, okay? 2 pips right here, and then you couldn't catch it because you were waiting for 25 exactly. So when we have any zone like we have in this area, or we have here, or we have here, so for example I mark this 35 area, right? So take this box and draw it 10 to 15 pip up and 10 to 15 pip down, because this is gold, absolutely volatile, and you don't know the future, right? So for example, right now what happened here, we will revise this and you'll get to know. I marked only 32. This is the marking that I had. Then I drew this box, right? And my box was in fact also a little bit like that, and it wigged out of my box as well. This trend line, I drew it by hand, right? This box, I just drew it with my approximate idea. I don't know what's going to happen. So 10-15 pip up and 10-15 pip down within this area, when you're taking a trade, right? You are expecting a reversal. Then you have to go back on a smaller time frame and see what was happening when we came up here. Okay, look at that. So suddenly when we were on, we started pushing to the top side. Okay, and then we wanted to see how we are going to react to, was it 30? There was another line here, right here, 30. Okay, and then it just pumped down for a little bit and then continued the push to the top side. Again, after this candle was a little bit smaller than this one, and I wanted to see what's going to happen next. If this box is not respected, then I would be looking at this one, right? But this got respected and we got a beautiful 1 minute sign telling us the exhaustion for buyers, right? Exhaustion of buyers. How do I look at it? 2 ways, 3 ways, 4, 5 methods of taking this trade. Okay, so I am going to be looking at 1 minute. Me being myself, I'm going to take a wick entry in here when I see this anywhere in this body. Okay, and then I'm going to have my stop loss right above this. If it wants to continue the push top down 4, 5, 10, 15, I'm happy to give that much to the market again, and I'm going to look for the other entry that I'm going to get. Many times it deceives as well. It's not that it's always accurate like that. And then, but you have to take a chance. So it is your trade. When you're taking an entry, it means you're risking something, some amount from your bank, right? Some amount that you have on, and what that risk could be. Because if I'm risking anything, if I'm investing anywhere, I'm going to be watching the best place where I think it is the least riskier. Okay, that's why I look for these type of reversals, and I try to enter when there is the minimum stop loss that I could be having. So I took it and I then let it be. And when it comes down here, okay, it gave me all of these. Now I'm very closely watching it. It's so volatile as well. We got around 27 pips, right? And then what happens? This candle shows me exhaustion. This wick again shows me exhaustion, okay? Exhaustions of what? Sellers. So there could be a retest coming. It's only 1 minute time frame. I'm going to be securing most of my position in this area. When one sign, second sign, third sign, the sizes are kind of decreasing. We have a bullish candle, and then this one rejected. Support is being created anywhere here. When you're having doubt and you see that this 8 moving average is not being crossed and closed below, you try to secure as much as you can. You don't want to wait here, but always, 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 like we do, we're going to leave our runner at break even. Then I keep on switching the time frame as well, and I want to see how this candle's been formed, right? This 5-minute candle, and then we waited in this area. Again, wick rejection from the bottom, another one. So when this candle is formed, this one went up here, okay? But this, to me, it did not seem like a good retest to this area, so I wouldn't take a sell in this area, okay? I wouldn't, because then it rejected in this area. What if it wouldn't continue down? What do I have? So, and also one more important thing, we had this wick in this area on the left hand side. So I drew this line right here to see where's the break of structure retest that I call all the time. And I have my video on my YouTube as well to study break of structure retests all the time. Okay? All the time. Same pattern, same thing on all different time frames. So we had this line and it just came onto the dot right here, kissed it and started reversing. Okay? Now, what are we watching? We're just continuously watching it because I had my runner. Now, all I'm waiting is if it's going to come down, and I'm waiting to see. Brenda, you're getting me, right? If you don't understand, you can stop me and ask me questions. So you're understanding? This is specifically, I'm repeating all of this recap. I was waiting for you to get on. You're getting it. Perfect. So what happened, we were waiting in this area, in the lower section, okay? Thank you, PC, I love it. So it came back again, retested this area, so made kind of double top on smaller time frame, went back down, made a bottom, double bottom kind of a thing. And when it made this and stopped and rejected again from this moving average in the same line, I was like, okay, we could be either continuing to the top side or here. Now, there were 3 possibilities that I discussed at that time with everybody. We were somewhere here, and I told everybody, it will be on YouTube. I think I'm just going to post the videos as is, so you can rewatch it. I was looking at it, when it's going to come back up, there could be 3 possibilities. It's going to make a lower low. It's going to make an equal price action, right? Equal high or a higher high, okay? Lower high, it's going to make a higher high or double top. 3 options. That's all what we can get. So when we were trading that, we again found another rejection from this area, and I traded that on a smaller time frame, again took an entry. Now to you, where you should be taking an entry, okay? Where's the ideal position you want to take an entry? Some people say for them 1 minute is too fast. They can't make up their mind. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't want to get burned as well. Fair enough. Then they could be waiting for same entry on the retest when it comes up here or anywhere here and have their stop loss. Now they have to compromise on the stop loss a little bit, okay? They have to put their stop loss 5, 6, 10, however you want to risk it, above this area, okay? They have to consider this wick, and then they have to keep your stop loss above this area, and they have to then risk their capital and then take an entry if anywhere here, wherever you're taking an entry, right? Or if you get this, that's even better. Now, this is 5-minute story. This was 1-minute story. What happened in 15 minutes? We got a retest to this area. We continued down. We came back up and then continued down. So easy and simple. Lower highs were formed and lower lows were formed. And still, for this one, lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. Correct? All this move could be captured on all different time frames that we have taken right now. It depends on your aptitude, where and how you're comfortable, and what do you exactly want to do. Those who are on YouTube, this is a good lesson for you as well. Let me know if it is clear and you understand that. So this is how you could be taking an entry, and this is how you should be deciding what do you want to do. So if it is 25 or I say 32, 32 could be meaning 33 as well, or 32.6 as well, 32.21, anything. It could be anything. Then you have to draw a zone and then trade that. And Brenda, if you get it, perfect. If you don't get it, please let me know and then ask me questions. How did you find that sell zone? This is my secret, Mohammed. For that, you have to trade with me all your life. Isn't that fair enough? I'm teaching you. Thank you so much for your explanation. Definitely clear of the question I had. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for understanding, Brenda. I want no hindrance between you and profit. But guys, you have to do one thing. You have to risk only little percentage of your account, right? Because we say it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, that you take it like that. And I also discussed this Asian with PC, that how can you be growing a small account to a reasonable account, and then take it from there, 2%, 3%, right, PC? So we discussed the Excel sheet, we discussed the calculations a little bit to help those people out who have a smaller account and they want to bring it up a little bit, right? All clear, thank you. Entered at 1829, retested to 5 minutes and secured 50%. Beautiful, Kiran Kumar, that's amazing. That's awesome, Sasha, everybody. Thank you, everybody. And if you have any questions, please continue asking me. And we are just waiting for another 11 minutes for us to see what's going to happen. So what did we do here? Nothing much. We were up to this range, retested this area, all of this, right? So when it was right here, I said it should be coming somewhere in this area because I want to see how far does it want to go, right? And then this one, this is kind of dangerous, doesn't have a bottom wick so far. And it is coming to retest this. I don't know if it wants to continue pushing to the high side first, or it wants to go down deeper. One thing it looks like that we could be, there you go. It could be coming up anywhere here, getting rejected, and then this area, anywhere in this wick. And if it wants to continue all of this correction, all of this, then we should be, I think, coming, we have a chance to even break this area, okay? Break this. Because this 15-minute candle looks good for a rejection, and then we did not get a retest to this 15-minute candle in this area. Sometimes with momentum they don't give it so easy, right? And then without giving you a retest, I sometimes don't take that entry, okay? And you guys want to take it, you can. I'm very upset with Sadiq because of the same reason, right, Sadiq? He took an entry, an amazing entry, and he caught all the pips all by himself yesterday without me. And I kept waiting for the retest. Poor me. But I got my pips later on the reversal from the top. But I was waiting for that leg to move all the top side, and then 25 and all that 32. All of this 28 area. Analysis was on the spot, but I was waiting for some retest. That's what happened. Okay, this is 1 hour. I'll keep crying about it because I hardly miss a move. When I miss a move, I remember it for ages. All right, this is the area, guys, right here. Okay, if it is closing above this, in this area, that means we could be coming and retesting this wick. Okay, and if you're coming downtown, I don't think you should be trading anymore. You should be all done. Who is looking for more trades with NYSE maybe? What if NYSE is not going to give us anything? You'll blame me for what? Hey Momo, how are you? Everything. Why would you do that? What did I do wrong, Darky? Okay, so this area right here is 22. So if we push down, because this is another break of structure retest a little bit deeper in this area, guys, that I did not put on earlier because I was looking at this. So this is important as well. I don't know, how do you want me to mark it? Maybe with red line and multiply it by 2. Make it straight. You can see that. If it gives, so wait for first reaction in here. I think we have 30 moving averages. No, that was down deeper. And what does 4 hours say now? Oh yeah, we have another one here. Okie dokie, let's see what it wants to do. If it is going to come down here, we could be going back up today, tomorrow, whenever, and come up to this level, 1835-ish level, maybe. And if we are done, then we could be dumping down. We have tomorrow something important that is Forex Factory that I'm going to be printing. Right now we are pushing to the top side. You want to see this wick is also there that I could be testing. In the meanwhile, it's not 9:24 a.m. I always have to correct that because I'm lazy to sign up. What a beautiful day. So all this move is technical based. No fundamental impact on this news. On this move. Since Monday until now. There was no news yesterday, hardly anything, and on Monday as well. Okay, we have crude oil. Oh, did I mess up again? Wednesday. We have crude oil inventories at 11:30. I don't plan to stay for another hour. I'm done with my pips. That could be affecting gold, and then here you go. Later at my 2 a.m. we have 10-year bond auction. Okay, right here. And then FOMC member will be speaking tomorrow. This is the one. Do you guys want me to trade live with you the CPI tomorrow? I'm talking to YouTube. You're still there. So this is important. Friday should be okay as well. Sutik is saying yes. My internet is again messing up, guys. I don't know what's wrong. It's never like that, but today I think I have to connect it with my ether cable. Enough of the mess that I have already right now. I'm taking too much advantage of this setup that I have. Running YouTube, I think it's 1080 something. I think I should reduce the resolution for this YouTube. How's the quality? Gartly, Momo, can you look at that? Do you see it as clear as you see on Zoom? Or is it different? 4 minutes for this one, guys. What? Are you kidding me, Tanvi? It's more clear on YouTube because of the OBS. My brother set it up for me at 1080 something, and he said it is 60 something as well showing on there, which is. What do you mean you don't have the access to YouTube? Momo, you got to go comment, subscribe. Really? No, I don't think so. How are they watching it then in that case? We will sort that out too. Josh said YouTube looks better. Hey Josh, why aren't you on here? Everybody's saying YouTube looks better than even Zoom. Check that out. Can't believe that. We have to put the resolution maybe a little bit less on here. Guys, can you press the like button for me so that, and comment later on, I mean not right now. I'll see what it goes. And then when I'm coming on next, I'm going to put the resolution a little bit lower so that it doesn't hang if it's doing it because of that. Sorry, kind of busy. No worries, Josh. Okay, guys, 2 minutes for this NYSE. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, guys, what do you think we should be doing with this? If it is going to reject this again, and if you want to enter a sell, I don't know, but wherever it wants to go, retest go back down to here, and then maybe here somewhere, and then maybe close here or close here. I don't know next. I don't know. This is just anticipation. I don't know what's going to happen, right? So it's just reaction. Mainly, I'm just predicting this analysis based on the price action right now, but I'm going to react to it when it actually happens instead of marrying my analysis and believing in that, right? I'm going to be only reacting to what happens. Oh wow, 5 minutes showing good rejection. This 5 minute candle is about to close. So never, never, never predict too much. Only react to what you see. So this is the BOS on the left-hand side, 22-ish area. It could be anywhere in the middle, 2022 area, or however. Momo got it. I got you. Alrighty. Here you are. Let's see. So far, we have been we were not making any low lows. So this 5 minute wick rejection. Wick rejections are so cool, you know, especially when they're at the key level like these. This was a beautiful key level. It rejected in this area. You could have taken a buy, but then it is trying to create some sort of resistance in this area. Watch it and then take a trade accordingly. Now, this is the new 30-minute candle. Just started, dumped first. Okay. And I don't think I should be taking another entry, but if I will have a look how it looks like and then see what it wants to do. Right now, making the bottom wick. Let's see. $30-minute has started so far. Volatility is there on a minute. There you go. Hey Yen, how are you? Can't believe you're not trading. How's your aunt now? Okay, guys, this area could be called as a double top as well, right? In this area. And I want to see if it's going to come up to further up from this level and then continue to the bottom side, or what does it exactly want to do? Waiting for the reaction, some sort of consolidation, fight between buyers and sellers. Which way does it want to go? Pushing down. Good and exhausted. Josh and Yen meet on YouTube, huh? My BFF. Yes, she's a millionaire, guys. We are waiting for you to come back. We miss you both. Both of you are going to come back. Hope your aunt feels better. Okie dokie, we are now coming in this area. What's next? What's next, guys? Why are you here? Okay, this is the area where I want to see what gold wants to do. Okay, how far high does it want to go? If it rejects here, those who want to take another entry, they have to wait for the retest of this one. If it starts leaving a big wick and start closing below in this area, and then it could be showing a continuation or at least a retest. Any of those would be okay because we have enough pips to the bottom side from here all the way to here. There are 37 pips, right? So either on the retest of this area until here or for the continuation or anywhere in the wick. So you can get to 10 pips if you're looking for. but you have to wait and watch for the candles to go down. What if it won't go down and continue pushing to the top side, right? So you won't, sorry, so you want further confirmations for this. Okay. Thanks, she is, but another aunt got sick. Okay. The unmarried were helping. Oh, so sweet of you. Maybe. Guys, hit the like button to the YouTube channel. I need that. Gulags. 20 pips down. Okie dokie, that's interesting. Guys, I'm trying to analyze a few more charts. First, let me look at that, and then I'm going to see what's happening on there, right? And no need to trade those charts straight away. First, we're going to practice on demo because I know everything about gold and I know nothing about anything else. Okay, so those who were looking into this is good. Now it's reacting to this. It has to start closing below. This 5-minute candle is going to close in 30 seconds. So far, trying to be doji. Okay, I wanted it to close down. It looked good. It tapped into this area, but then pumped up again. 3-4 pips. All right, finding it difficult to close below this 200 EMA. Finding it difficult to come up as well. 12 seconds. Let's see how this is going to close. There you go. Not bad. If it's bearish, oh God, it's pumping up each time. I love to be part of Gulag. Alrighty, guys. This is the second one. Trying to attempt to retest this. Please don't exhaust us gold. Do what we gotta do now. It is NYSE. So far, it looks good. Is it gonna break to the top side or to the bottom side? From the range it is in right now. Here and here. We're stuck back in the range. This is the range we've been in since morning. And this was the first time we came into this area, took that, and now we are back on here. 60 pips down. I know, you know our same problem. When we leave, late night moves happen. They exhaust us. Yeah. God, oh God. Okay, so look at 1 minute right now also. 1 minute, I usually observe them on when I'm about to take an entry as well. Otherwise, we can be looking at all other different time frames. We stay on 5 and all. So look at that. Okay, so guys, for your so imagine this could be anything. 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour, 10 hour. I never look at those, but yes. So when we are looking at these, we came here, okay, made a high, and then here, and then like that. This was good. And then what did we do? We started making a lower dump in this side, and now we are like that. So we are trying to decide, are we going to shift it? And we start making lower lows, right, in this area. So you can watch the price action in the same way on all different time frames. So this was clearly a high and high, and this was also kind of a double top, and now they're all equal here. And on the lower side, we had this low, little bit lower low, and then there are little tiny lower low, okay, but nothing which has broken this to confirm that it is making a lower low. And then next we could be expecting a lower high and then continue the move like that. You know what I mean? So this is how you have to study. Look at it, keep an eye, what's going to happen, try to be on top of your analysis, and then trade. Okie dokie. So far, so good. So from the top, we have 15 pip down. Now I think a little bit more. Let's see. Those who wanted to take another entry, 15 pips down for them. Also, one more thing, you can be putting down and keeping an eye on these lower lows as well. Okay, one lower low, second lower low. Oh, sorry, one high and then higher, lower high, whatever you call it, guys. I get confused with all of that, but you know what I mean. Gayatri, is there a gap on current 1 minute candle? When I talk about gap, I think I found one right here. A little bit. But it has a wick, but it could be going back up, retesting some of it. Yeah, closed it and then come back down. All right, this candle is going to be closed in the next 2 seconds because it just dumped down and I found some here and now it's back up. So, all right, it made a low, okay, and then it has to continue. If you have taken an entry, have your stop losses at break even. One more very important thing about the stop losses and the entries, and that's for everybody who wants to take a trade, especially in New York session. It's just so volatile that anytime this could happen here. Anytime this could happen here. For example, if you're taking a sell and this happens, right, you should be prepared. So for that, you should always, whenever you take an entry, you should always have a quick stop loss in place. So when I take an entry here, I quickly drag something here. Unless and until I'm sure that it's going down, 10 pip or so, 15 pip, and then I'm going to bring it down at break even. But I have something here. Because very recently, just this year when it started, we had a push 89 pip to the top side. And then we have seen 40 pip, guys, last week or so. So we have had good rejections, good throw. And they were both, not dumped down. They were really, I think in 1 minute, very fast, very fast, 90 pip or so. They just continued the move. And I don't want myself to get stuck with that, right? And then it stays there. You don't want that. Look what's happening here. We're trying to make a higher high. Higher high as compared to this one. Okay, and then we have this one. Is it going to come back, retest this on any higher time frame? Maybe. This shows wick rejection from the bottom. It wants to come up to this level. Okay, it means that you cannot continue with this straight away. You have to watch what's going to happen now. Here, right? It looks like it wants to continue to the top side instead of staying where it is right now. So you have to be very careful with your entries. When you take them, you have to secure them. And you have to watch what's happening on a smaller time frame and then what's happening on a higher time frame. This 15-minute candle has 3 minutes to close. One candle after NYSE, to be honest, did nothing. Came here, retested this, came here, retested this, and now trying to close bullish. So when we have one candle, second candle, third candle closing bullish, making a higher high with the body, then we could be testing higher. Unless and until, if we don't break that, that's another story. Yeah, pumping up. Okay, now this is above all of that on smaller time frame. Coming up against this, above all of these, and if this is how it's going to close and not reject, then we could be coming higher than what's the next area, this, and then what do we have next? Right here. Okay, so be careful with what it's doing. If it is only a wick up and then it just goes back down, that's another story. But be careful with your trades. Absolutely careful. None of these has closed below this. It tapped here, but nothing closed below this. Couldn't make a nice lower low yet. Okay? Be careful. 15-minute is about to close right now in next 2 minutes. This was a good pump up, bullish candle, and this is definitely a high as compared to this. Okay, on this rejection, if you're looking for it to continue to the top side, guys, then we could be getting this. Otherwise, if you're going to the bottom, then we could be looking into 22. These are the actual key levels where you should be trading, and this is the range. We've been killing this range since morning yesterday, all of this time, right? And look at that. Now this 15-minute looks so beautiful, and continuation to the top side, right? If you have taken it on the retest here, that's another trade that you got until at least 30, and then we see what's going to happen, how it's going to close in next 1 minute. Look at that 5 minute. So this 5 minute candle shows buyer's momentum, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, many candles on the left hand side engulfed in no time. This was the waiting time. So we can safely say that NYSE opened, retested only a little bit in this area, pumped higher, and now retesting this 28 zone. Momo got 30 pips. That's amazing, Momo. Congratulations. And Momo is just so disciplined that he is not going to, right, Momo? No more trades? Can I safely say that? Or are you willing to take further trades? But have your stop loss, have your runner on. Okay? Runners are important, guys. Have your runner on and then let it be. I can say that? No more trade for you? Okay, I think we're on the higher side of the range. Right here somewhere. Higher side of the range right now. So it could be a continuation, but we are just about to close now. That's it. Closed. 15-minute bullish candle. Second one pumping higher. Not in a mood to retrace anything. Pushing to 30. That's amazing. That was another. It could be a retest to the breakup structure here. Or it could be a continuation to the top. You never know what NYSE wants to do. I'm watching it very carefully. I'm waiting for this 1 minute candle to close in next 20 seconds right here and see, is it going to continue jumping higher to the top side or dumping down? One of the two things. Reloading this. Sometimes it gets stuck a little bit. So watching for this reaction and see where does it want to come. 30.50. Is it going to cross this now and continue the push to the top side, or is this it? It depends on the momentum of the candles as well. Keep an eye when they're starting to die. Okay, it's very important. All of it has been retested right now. All the move down has been corrected right now, right after this bottom. So wicks really work. This wick rejection, this beautiful reversal pattern, continue to the top side. Now I'm watching this area. There's been wick rejection here, 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 here. So this area could be of area of interest. There's some liquidity in here as well. We could be rejecting here. And if you want to take a sell in this area, keep your stop loss above this wick, right? And we can be going back down maybe here now. Or if you think that we are going to continue the push to the top side, then, and you're taking a sell right now, but don't let it come back to your entry. If it comes back to your entry, jump out and then take a trade again. Simple and easy rule. Each time, the same rule. Okay, 1 minute looks so good right now. Let's see how it's going to close. Oh, wow. No retest on a minute. On a minute candle, no retest. 5 minute candle looks like that. There you go. This is your 5 minute candle. What's going to happen next? We are watching with you all. Let's see. Yep, this is the area 31, and we had many big rejections on the left hand side. So can we say that it came back to retest this area? Oh, sorry, 30 minutes. And wow, what a range. So many pips down and up and then down. God and God, this is beautiful. Okay, so be careful, those who have taken it. Short squeeze, LOL. Secured 15 pip. Momo left the stream. Momo said he's not going to trade again. So Momo, no pips for you here. Are you secretly trading? He said, no, I'm here. Just maybe one more trade. It depends. I can tell. Yeah. I know you're tempted to take it all the way down, maybe. If it retests this area and rejects this area, guys, this could be your short position, something like that, until maybe 22. Let's see. But have your stop loss above this wick. I don't know what's going to do. It could be jumping and pumping all of a sudden. Then it's out of my control. Okay, somewhat like that. Wow, 5-minute candle. Still on. And it's bearish now. Nice. I like that. Now it has to close below all of that. Please don't. Oh, stop loss at break even, guys. You never know what's going to happen. If it's going to go back. So this could be the break of structure retest this time. Here in this area. Break of structure retest. And then it can go back up to retest this area. You never know. God, why do I have such a huge... Look at that. Okay, much better now. Quick scalps. Okay. Ben has taken short squeeze as well. Good job. And these are only 1-minute candles playing out right now. I'm not looking at 5-minute because 5-minute has not retested this area. No top wick for 5 minutes. Okay, this is what I'm looking at right now. And let's see, where is it going to react? Is it going to come back and react to this POC again? Even that's not too bad, right? Even if you get this to the POC, 32 pips, not too bad, right? But the only condition I have is it should not be now moving above here. So stop loss can be coming down like that. It's at break even. If it comes up, that's it. You're out. You secure some, leave a runner. Because whenever you start getting scared, secure most of your position. 10 pip, 13 pip, 12 pip, secure most. Only leave a runner that you're happy to give back to the market. Okay? Which you're happy to give back to the market. That's all what you got to do right now. Stop loss should be at break even. Looks good. I wanted to continue down to 22 to be honest now. If it's going to be dancing too much, I'm out. I'm exhausted. Good pips today, I must say. One-minute gap, 29.97. Let's see. There should be no gap right now. Really? It's not on me. So no retest on 5 minutes. It's a beautiful drop. That's why sometimes 1-minute candles are good entries. Still melting down. 25 pips again. I think they could be easily 30 pip to at least 26. Yeah, like that. Come on. You gotta listen to me. POC is there. We're at POC right now. Dumb down a little more so you can make a double bottom on a minute. Right there. Keep coming. Something like that. I would like it. Thank you. Not too bad. It tapped, which is good. 31 pips, guys. 31 pips move to the bottom side. It can reject. It can do whatever it likes right now because I'm sorted. Okay, I'm going to be securing some here. And
hello.
Hey, how are you, Momo?
I'm good.
Did you take it?
Wanna tell some? No,
No.
I wanna tell something to
Yeah.
the gulag.
Tell us.
Okay, gulag. And even though she can talk to the gold. Maybe gold is his boyfriend. I don't know. Just, just, just listen to her. Okay? I mean, listen to Sasha, not to gold.
I love gold. I don't, Momo, since you know me, since then till now, I have no other chart. I'm trying to now analyze other charts, but this is all what I know. If you ask me about anything else, I don't know.
Same here. For example, I hate GJ.
I know. Is it a recent hate that you've developed against DJ?
So again,
Is it your recent hate? Like recently, what happened? Did
no,
DJ ditch you?
I I hate that move. It's like very like slow.
Yeah,
If someone know how to like doing, I don't want to say I know how to like trade the gold, but I want to say when you trade the gold,
yeah.
you can't touch anything else.
Yes. See, it
Maybe
spoils you.
yeah, maybe yesterday, maybe something like those things.
Absolutely right. You make sense. Because you're so spoiled with the quick moves and quick pips that you need all the time. And
Yeah, right.
everything else you find it so slow.
Ex- ex- yeah,
So slow. I remember Mitch used to trade AUD USD. And I was like, how do you even look at that? It's just so slow
yeah.
all the time.
You know what?
Thanks, Kabiru. I love you.
When I'm really young, when somebody teach me like poker,
Mm-hmm.
after that I can't play anything else. I'm just gonna play poker.
No way.
Eh?
Seriously?
Yeah, I can't play anything. I mean, in the cards. I mean, no, nothing
No
like
other thing.
no other card games. Just poker.
Okay. Okay. Are
It's
you good at it?
yeah. I'm not playing anymore. I mean, I never gamble on poker. I'm just playing poker, right? I mean, just very
I know
friendly,
without
not
money. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I get it.
not gambling. We just have a very good time at that time. It's
Yeah, yeah. Good laugh with family and an
yeah,
enjoy. Yeah.
it's literally it's my I'm playing with my cousin.
Kidoki. That's nice.
But but, but after that I can't play the other like card play things. I can't remember the names actually. That's why I'm not mentioning others game like blackjack. I'm never gonna play
Yeah, yeah,
blackjack,
yeah. Black
right?
Queen and Bluff and Blackjack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to play all those games during our holidays.
Okay, go and when someone, I mean, when you someone, when you learn the poker, you're never gonna play another things. It's same as the
Wow.
gold. As long as you can play with the gold, nothing else gonna like.
Yeah, it's not going to suit your temperament. You know, those who
Yeah,
trade
exactly.
gold, exactly. Those who trade gold, they're different type of people. They can't do anything else. You're right. Because I lost a lot of money to gold because I did not trade demo initially. I straight away came on to YouTube. Oh, sorry, came on to trading and started trading with my real money.
Same
And you
here.
should not have, yeah, you should not have a lot of money because initially you just lose it all. You just give it to the market,
Yeah, I
and it
agree
just
that,
takes
but
it all from you.
I never have a demo account actually.
Never. And also
Yeah,
the FTMO and all of that. Although people are telling me this is good, don't risk your own money and try a challenge, but I didn't do that. I was teaching some of the students, Momo. So this summer there were three students who were learning.
right,
They're kids, right? So I was teaching them on demo accounts, like really how a candle is, how to click everything. Their course is
right.
almost ending now. Yeah. So I taught them for 6 weeks from the basics until all of that. So I taught them basic as well for the first time. So they love it now. They're very happy about it. They love it. But with that, I used demo account for the first time to teach them. You know that this is
Right,
because
yeah,
you can't take an entry on your real account to teach them. I was like, hell, I have to use the demo, and then I taught
yeah,
them
sure.
that unless and until you're going to show me. So the right steps are that you practice something by backtesting, then go to demo, and then start with small account like maybe 500, and then make it a bit, multiply that account, smaller account, grow it bigger, and then move on to your real capacity, whatever you want to trade, 1,000, 10,000, 5,000, whatever is you're comfortable with. So that's exactly what I'm doing with those kids. But let's see. At least so far, so good.
Let's see.
I know. Let's see. So this is what we did here, guys. We did not do much. We're still back into the range. Stuck with the range right here. Not making a low low. Look at that. So this is how the hourly has closed right now. Right now. And this is our new hourly candle. So this hourly has closed above all these previous hourlies. So yes, we did give rejection to this order block in here. The order block that we had, I'm going to remove that. Okay, the order block that we had onto the left hand side with the wick rejection. So we stayed here for some time, right? So we came down, we reacted to this order block right now, and then we went back down, but we are unable to close below this or below this right now. That's what I want to see and I'm waiting for. New hour has just started, and I think we are into, yeah, only 1 hour for the new 4 hour candles. We still have 3 more hours to go, right? Price, to be honest, did not do anything today, anything significant. This is your daily candle. Look at that. This is your daily candle. It did not give any retest to any significant level at the low side, hardly to 24 right here, and then it made a new high, wicked higher. Okay, and this wick is higher than these areas on the left hand side. Okay, now what's going to happen, we need some sort of retest. There is a good wick rejection from the top right now. Okay, that can tell that the buyers might be losing their momentum, but I'm going to see this at the end of the day. I'm going to come back to the stream or YouTube. You guys can come back on your MT4 wherever you're trading and check it out. 1 minute, it's still rejecting from the bottom, by the way. Look at that. Okay, it is not making a lower low. What does it exactly want to do? Okay, it's ranging in the middle. So we can simply say prices are squeezing right now. Okay, so be careful. There's no apparent direction that I have or that it shows right now. We are like that. Okay, so we're like that and this way. That's all what it is right now. Momo, are you going to be staying here for long? What's the plan? Are you going to back to bed? I must ask you that question. Remember, guys? He's like, I'm done. Good night. I'm going back to sleep.
Uh, Usually, yes, I'm going back to the bed, but I have to do something right now. I mean, today.
Okay. You gotta go.
Yeah, otherwise, I'm literally going back to the bed
What do you think
because
about this, Momo?
the thing is, I'm not sleeping very well at the night.
Hmm?
I mean,
You stay up
I'm
till late.
yeah, I'm asleep like 2 3 a.m.
Yeah?
and I'm wake up like
early right now, and
seven, 8. Yeah,
oh, that's early.
yeah. I'm wake up, but I'm not coming to the chart sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to some like nap or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense. So, and then you will wake up again around 11ish, 12ish. What do you do? Is that what you do?
and then it depends on the day.
Hmm.
Some days I have to go to the like doing my like gym stuff,
Hmm.
and some day I'm going out with the doggy and running on the train.
Okay, that's interesting.
Doing those as well because my wife is not here now. I mean, she's back home for 5 months.
For 5 months,
Yes.
freedom.
Yeah. Freedom for 6 months. Yeah.
That's amazing. And where's your sister?
She's here. She's upstairs actually.
Oh, I mean, she's still with you. Not so much
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah. Is she okay?
I know. She's less of a police, right? Already
Yeah.
closed with a lower, but didn't break to the high either. That means range, means close empty 5 and come back tomorrow. Momo should get a wife. No, he has a wife. Kabiru, you're gonna kill, you're gonna get him killed because he has a beautiful wife and mashallah, mashallah, I must say, and she's gorgeous. I remember with your iPad, how is that going with the engraving on?
You know what, Kabiru? No, the anyone have a like anyone is smart. Never gonna do that 2 times. Never gonna get married 2 times.
Oh God.
I, I'm not that much foolish.
Tanve is laughing. He cannot handle 2 women at a time. It's kind of impossible, to be honest. I don't think so either. My father would never do that.
I mean, even one. If I wanna take the other wife, I mean, if she's gone, if I wanna have another one, I'm I'm not that much fool. I mean, because I have experience, right?
Momo, I'm
No
going to.
more.
This is gonna be on YouTube, so I'm gonna send the link to your wife.
Okay, go ahead.
You'll be dead. We will not see Momo ever again. Oh God, this is funny. So we are not doing anything. Price is squeezing. Good, we caught 60 pips down, and then we got further 30 pip down, initial 20, 30 pip down. So this is it. And later on, when we're all gone, maybe it will drop down or pop up. We see how this one closes, Momo. And then Kabiru said, go home, come back tomorrow. Turn off your MT4, do not overtrade. I'm not a bully. Why would I be bully? I'm not even married or have a boyfriend. I'm chill right now. My Gold is my boyfriend, as Momo said. I love Gold, and Gold loves me. God, oh God. It looks like it wants to come back up this area. Let's see what it wants to do. I'm not taking another trade. I'm done. I'm sorted. It's confusing, and you should never be too greedy, okay? You should be just saying thank you and turn off everything when you're in profits. Initially, I used to trade and I used to continue taking trades and give back all my profits and finally, even some of my premium at times. We must go higher, right, Wilson? It looks like it. That we could be going higher to this zone here or at least retest this again if not going down, because look at these 5 minute naughty candles, only high highs. I don't know why we got this reaction and good reaction, so we took it, but now it's coming back up only to the POC, point of control. Have POC on, guys. It's important. It works for me. Okay, And maybe CPI will bring yes, I think for it to stay in this area for so long is because we are having CPI with no retracement, nothing. We just continued the push to the top side. That's all what we did. Nothing else that I see on here. So let's go back, turn everything off, and see what it wants to do tomorrow and trade again, right? So tomorrow is CPI, and we will see if we will be able to come back online live. Then we'll do it. Otherwise, I think I have to do my resolution, reduce that a little bit, and then we take it from there. I'm going to post some of my entries now, label them, post them, and that's about it. I'm not going to be on screen today. I'm tired. I got to do something else, some of my schoolwork. Okay, Momo, thank you so much. I will
Thank
see you
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Anybody has
Thank
any
you. Good night.
questions? Thank you, everybody on YouTube, for watching me. And if you guys have any questions, people on YouTube can message me on Insta. And guys, just throw me the questions and we will discuss those topics tomorrow. Okay?
Bye, Kabiru.
Bye, Kabiru, PC, Sadiq, Diviki, Gartli, Felicia, Ziad. Thank you and take care.